So, good morning. I forgot to switch on my TikTok. So, good morning to everybody and welcome to it is morning in Vienna. This morning, we are going to talk about divorce and absentee fathers. This morning, we are going to talk about divorce and absentee fathers. Let's look into it. Divorce and absentee fathers. So if you are a divorcee or you are planning to divorce, and if you are not living with your children, whether you are a woman, a mother, or a father, join us. Let us look into this issue of divorce. Let's say family affairs. Well, you know, I like running programs that will benefit every one of us. You know, I'm not on TikTok or YouTube to, promote hatred, fight any race or any tribe or any individual. I just want to make this platform a place everybody can come and learn one or two. You understand me? So this is not a platform where you as a person will come and show show hatred or exhibit some kind of dirty behaviors. If you do it here, I block you. You go to where you belong. You understand me? So that is it. This platform is for everybody. If you know how many people I've blocked, I'm not after crowd. I'm not after, everybody. I don't want everybody to join this page because I want to grow it. I want reasonable people. You know, when you join a page, there are things you learn from people. Sometimes you learn respect, you know, how to respect people you don't know, how to respect, everybody you meet along the road, along the way in life. Show respect to people you don't know. God's last born, I see you. This is very important. Learning to show respect to people. B-Dub 227, I see you. You know, learn to show respect to people. I always tell my children, you know, sometimes you see my children prove, especially the boys, they prove stubborn. Man, as you see me, as you join me, don't forget to, subscribe to this YouTube channel. So, now, I always advise my children, I say, show everybody you meet, on your way, respect. Yes, I tell them that. I said, whosoever you meet, show that person respect. Don't only show respect to people you think you will benefit from. Not only to your teachers, your trainers, or show respect to anybody you meet on your way, because one of the key of success is humility. If you want to succeed in life, you need to be humble. I'm telling you, humility helps a lot. If you are humble, if you show respect to people, people will draw you closer to them and show you a way. They will show you the right way to follow. Some people, you understand me? One second, guys. Some people may do you favor because of how humble, respectful you are. Do you understand what I'm saying now? This is life. So when I see some people come online and show hatred, you know, I told you guys that I fight against injustice. When I fight against, if I tell you I fight against injustice, it does not mean I'm fighting against the white race or the black race or the Arabs. No. Whenever I want to speak up against evil, I speak up against evil generally. Do you understand me? I speak up against evil generally. I don't pick on an individual. That will be a disrespectful behavior. Calling out on somebody who did me nothing and said this person caused my problem or caused the problem of black people. I don't do it. Whenever you see somebody who is respectless, that is, who doesn't show respect, know that that person may not end up very well. I've seen it happen many times. You see some people that tell you that they are how do I say it? They are stubborn. They are strong. They don't want to, they believe that they are bigger than everybody. Watch those people, how they end. They don't end up very well. They don't end up well. So, man, I've even seen on social media some people who don't, when they come, they abuse people they don't know. I learned from them. Many of them are in jail now. Many of them, you don't find them anywhere. I always say here, I say, listen, smart person learn from the mistake of others. And foolish people learn from their own mistake. It must not happen to you before you learn. Whenever it is happening to others, learn from it so that you don't repeat the same mistake. Do you understand me? Whenever it is happening, when something, you see, even to be old in life, let me tell you, if you want to grow old, if you want to see your great-grandchildren, you need to be a coward. You need to be fearful. Take it from me. If you want to grow old, you need to be fearful. Did you hear me? Yes. One of the key to growing old is you've got to be fearful. See, so many people that claim to be too brave, too rugged, they say they are always fighting. They prove their bravery. Go check them. They are always the first to fall. Are you listening to me? All those people that say before you say hi, they are the war fronts. They are at the front fighting. And you see some praise singers, praise them. Hey, this man is too tough. Go check them. Before you know it, you hear this person is no more or has been injured or is handicapped. And one of the things, it's not when you look for trouble, when you fight somebody who is not fighting you, one of the worst mistake you will ever make is to go fight somebody that is on his own, a man or a woman who did not wrong you in any way. Are you listening to me? The worst mistake you will make is to go fight somebody who is not fighting you, who did not wrong you in any way. I see some people at times inherit other people's enemy. You go carry problem that does not concern you because you believe you are strong. Don't make that mistake. Yes, sometimes the mistake a lot of people make. It's not everybody that will come and fight you physically. You get me? It's not everybody that will come to fight you. Not everybody that will call police for you. Not everybody. Some people will fight you spiritually. And the worst battle, that is the worst battle, is spiritual warfare, spiritual battle. Because you don't know who is fighting you and you don't know where it is coming from. It is not physical. You don't see that person. And you're probably going to lose the battle because you are at fault. You looked for trouble. Never, if your hands are clean, no harm shall befall you. When people fight you, they fight in vain. But if you are the troubleshooter, if you say you are a strong man, you go look for trouble, that's when you know that there is power in this life. That's when you will know there is power. There are times I dodge problems. I dodge problems. Yes. In most cases, there are some things. People have wronged me. And I look at some of these people that wronged me. I said, well, I'm too intelligent to fight such a person. You know, when it comes to these battles or fights, it's not every fight that you should involve yourself in. Not every fight is worth fighting. Are you listening to me? It is not every fight. It's not every... You need to choose your battles wisely. Let me tell you why. There are people that are already down. So they have nothing in life. And they want to die along. They want to die with somebody. Especially people who have failed in life. So they see this life as, man, even if they die. Iron Man, I see you. Even if they die, they have nothing to lose. So they are looking for problem everywhere. When you see such a person, what you've got to do is avoid such man or woman. I'm telling you. There is something I learned here in Austria. Let me tell you what I learned here in Austria. There are people, maybe in the supermarket or on the road, maybe you misunderstand yourself with them. What these typical Austrians do is, even when you want to shout or talk to them harshly, they avoid you. They don't even respond. They quickly run inside their car and drive off. There are people, even maybe something, you have a kind of whatever with them. Maybe you are shouting at them or you are abusing them. They don't respond. Back in the days, I wondered, I said, sometimes I feel, why when you abuse them or talk to them harshly, they don't respond? I keep thinking, what? After many years, I then found out why they don't respond to everybody. Listen to me. I found out why they don't respond to everybody. And now here is the reason. Many people who don't respond to you when you want to fight them or you want to quarrel with them feel they cannot descend so low or stoop low to fight you that is insignificant. Number one. They feel that you are not worth that headache. I listen to me. Again, when I drove taxi, if you live in Vienna, many rich people don't want to involve themselves in problem. I found out why. Why many rich people don't involve themselves in problem is they don't want to lose their life because of one useless fellow. I later found out Imagine in a situation where you worked all your life, you worked hard all your life, built a magnificent house, bought cars, raised your children. See, when you come to Vienna, you see some houses that's over 10 million, 15 million euros. Individuals own it. I'm talking about private houses. I'm not talking about commercial houses. These houses are owned by people who worked hard in their lives. And they drive nice cars. So these guys that have worked so hard, some inherited these houses from their parents or their grandparents, very rich people. When you get close to them, or maybe you meet them somewhere, you want to, fight, they quickly run away from you. Why do you think they run away from? They don't want to lose their life. They don't want to lose their life in the hand of an insignificant fellow. They don't want to lose their life in the hand of a worthless fellow. Are you getting the gist? They don't want to lose their life in the hand of a worthless fellow. So you see that these rich people want to stay alive in order to enjoy what they labored for. I discovered that because why fight somebody whose life has no value? If you are a millionaire and you fight somebody whose life has no value, you are then stupid. Because you've got everything to lose. You lose. That person who is worthless has nothing to lose. Because he has, if he dies, no regrets. He lost nothing. But you that have houses, you eat in the best restaurants, you have beautiful, intelligent children, you have cars, you have money to enjoy life, and you go die in the hand of a worthless fellow. That means you are not smart. Are you listening to me now? So most of these rich people avoid poor people. Not that they cannot fight you, but they avoid poor people. This is why you should not involve yourself in every problem, every fight. Choose your battles wisely. There are people that made their way with my money. They ate my money. And when I look at them, most times, what I did was to let it slide. I forgot about that money. Yes. In the first place, I look ahead. I look at my future. Do you understand what I mean? I forgot about that money some people ate. But I promised myself not to make such mistake anymore. You give somebody money to help you do something, and that person eats the money. And when you look at that person, you are much more better than him or her. He is not your match, or she is not your match. Going to fight such a person makes no sense. First of all, you are far more better than him. You may go to fight the person, what in fights, anything can happen. In fights, when you go into fighting somebody, you cannot be well-to-do. Listen to me. You cannot be well-to-do, and you go to fight with a truck pusher. Maybe you have a building in Africa, you have a business, you have a wife, you have children, and you have big amount of money, huge amount of money in the bank, and you went to fight a wheelbarrow pusher. You went to fight a laborer who hasn't even 50 euro cash. Now, maybe you are building 4-story building, and one of your thank you for the caps. the cap. One of your laborers, somebody who is working with you, provoked you, and you went to fight the person. Then you are senseless. You have no wisdom. Some things you allow to slide. You let it go. So not every fight is, not every battle is worth fighting. Not every battle is worth. Some, you let it slide. Let it go. That's why you are bigger than certain. You've come a long way in life. Do you know what it means? Your level and that level, that person. You know, there are categories of human beings. There is a reason why you are up and some people are down. You are up because there are things you are above. And you should not descend yourself. You should not come down to certain level. If you do it, you may be making a disastrous mistake. Do you understand me? You've come to a certain level that it's not everybody you even quarrel with. I just cited examples with you now. Examples of rich people. When they don't want to get close to you. They don't want to get close to you because they know you've... Look at, all these suicide bombers. You hear about suicide bombers. Who are these suicide bombers? These are people who have nothing in life and they have nothing to lose. Yes, there is no rich person. Listen to me. There is nobody who have a good life or who has a good life that will go for suicide bombing. Nobody. You cannot tell me that you have a duplex with swimming pool. Let's say all of us. Or maybe you have European citizenship, American citizenship. You have a beautiful wife. Very handsome husband. You have projects in Africa, in Europe here. And then you go for suicide bombing. You discover that most of the people that blew themselves up, most of the people who blew themselves up are people who don't have anything in life. Failures. Failures. So they decided the only way forward is to take their own lives. Failures are the people. Do you understand what I mean? So, and some of these people, you see them loitering about hopelessly. You see, they are everywhere. People who failed to make it in life, they were not able to use their head. So they did not make it in life. So wherever they see fights, death, they involve themselves because they have nothing to lose. Don't you fight such people. The worst battle or fight you involve yourself is fighting somebody who has nothing to lose. The worst mistake you make is you fighting somebody who has nothing to lose. Man, guys, as you watch me, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle RODDY. And if you are seeing me for the first time, don't forget to follow this page. So, you see, to live a long life, you got to be a kind of coward. Bosco, I greet you. To live a long life, you need to be fearful. Yes, let them call you a coward, but if you want to live long, you need to be a fearful man or woman. Yes, when you run away from problems, they say you are a coward. Be a coward and be alive. Hear it from me. Yes, let them call you a coward, but those brave men, those men that tell you that they are warriors, they are this, they are strong men, look at their life. They die untimely deaths. I've seen it. Those people that tell you they don't grieve, cowards, people they call cowards, they say, there's an adage that goes this way. They stand in the house of a coward and point at the ruins, at the ruins of a house where a brave man, where a brave man used to live. There's a way they made that statement. That you stand at a coward's house and be pointing at a place where the ruins, where a brave man used to live. There's a way they make that statement. Do you understand me? So there are things you see in life, you just avoid it. See, here in Europe and even in Africa, I've seen people who did not apply wisdom in the things they do. And many of these people many of them later regretted their actions. That is, you see some people who say, we go to court, we go to court, we go to court. Problematic people. Many of them, the money they are supposed to use to help their life, they use it, they'll be paying lawyers. You see, peace is priceless. Peace is priceless. You see some people will say, I will show you, I will deal with you. Anybody that tell you that he wants to deal with you is not smart. You know what? That person will keep spending money because he will not have no peace. That's why they say, there is no peace for the wicked. He'll be running up and down, going to court, spending money, especially if you are living in abroad. If you are living in abroad and you have problem that will warrant you taking a lawyer, you regret your life. At the end, you will discover that it's not worth it. Because you just worked for the lawyer. The money you are supposed to use to build your life, to help your life, you will just be giving it to a lawyer in the name of fighting somebody. You want to show somebody. There are people you don't need to discipline, you don't need to show. Somebody said he has this. See, at the end, you lose. Somebody said, yes, at the end, you discover that now you go lose. You will lose. Because the money you are supposed to use, even maybe buy a plot of land, the lawyer will be prolonging the case. Some wicked lawyers, some of these lawyers who don't have jobs, they don't have work. If you fall into their trap, they will use you and build house. Some of these lawyers, they don't have clients, and you stupidly say you want to sue somebody, you want to make problem. They will use you and be paying for their rent. That case will not finish. They will continue to prolong that case so that you continue to pay. Even at a time, you'll be looking for how to remove head, how to say you don't want anymore. They say 9, say they want to, because they want to be collecting money from you. You need to be paying the lawyer. You see at the end, it would have been better you allow that person, that troublemaker, to go his way. Listen, such people don't live long. Troublemakers, poor, very rare. You see people, sometimes you need to have spiritual eyes. Unless the person repented along the way, you need to, there are some people, when I see them on social media, when I say, look at this person is possessed, there is an evil spirit living in this person. And this is why the person is looking for trouble, fighting everybody. If you have spiritual eyes and you're on social media, you will see some people who, all what they do online is they make trouble. Do you think it is ordinary? No. Or what, there is a spirit inside them. That spirit will keep pushing them till they meet tragedy. This is why. Let me tell you guys a story before I go further. This is why you need to be very careful. Some people you see that they tell you that they know the greed, there is something pushing them. Some people you see that are problematic, want to fight. Everywhere they see fight, they want to fight. They want to make problem. There is a force inside them, an evil spirit in them. Some are possessed by evil spirits. They are not in control of themselves. You cannot fight a madman or a mad woman. Let me tell you a gist. Listen, so that we learn before. Don't forget, So subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle Roddy. Subscribe now to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching me on TikTok, follow this page. I give you a typical example of the confession of one cultist. One guy said he made the mistake of his life when he was in the university. You know, because of these cult wars, you know, every time, you know, cult wars, you know, gangs fight each other back then. And he saw some of his, gang members die in cult wars. Listen, the guy said he was afraid. He did not want to die. So he decided to go and fortify himself, to go to a dibia, a native doctor, to go and fortify himself so that when they shoot at him, bullets will not enter. Or they, she. Listen to the gist. Yes, that type of voodoo juju, yes, exists. Yes, it is such juju is potent. So this guy said he went to do juju so that when they shoot him, bullets will not penetrate his body. He said after the native doctor prepared the juju, did everything he did, he says since that day, he was like, anywhere he goes, he wants to fight people. He said wherever that's, all what he wanted to do was to fight. Another spirit has entered him. Another spirit, he said he was just looking for trouble everywhere. To the extent, the guy was confessed, to the extent that he wasn't in control of himself anymore. There is a spirit inside him. Now, if you are not smart, intelligent, or if you don't have spiritual eyes, if that person come to look for trouble, if that person come look for your trouble, you say, man, this guy, you are stubborn. I will show you that I'm more stubborn than you. Not knowing the guy's secrets. That is, there is a force inside him. You may go to fight him and you lose your life, or something may happen. Something may happen. I've also seen confessions of some people who went to do that and they said they don't sleep. Some are looking for, they said their life are not the same anymore because of them went to do You see, one mistake, let me use this opportunity to say this now. Never you make the mistake, if you are a young boy, of going to seek for protection, going to a native doctor, say they don't tell native doctors to prepare shams to protect you. One young boy said, since he did such, he said he was a cultist. And since he did that protection, his life has not been the same. And I've seen like 3-4 people that came, they covered themselves and began to advise the youths. Some said they couldn't sleep in the night. Some were saying that their life, they cannot even, they have nothing, they cannot even organize their life anymore. When their mates are married, working, doing businesses, they said they cannot, they are living troubled life. Do you understand me? There are things you don't do because of that, especially depending on the kind of friend you have. Don't allow people to deceive you, mislead you. But you know you need to be tough. This does not make you a man. You need brain, you need wisdom to be a man. That you going to involve yourself. Say you want to go protect yourself with sham or juju. You want to endanger your life. You want to ruin your life. Keep away from, especially juju. Keep away from it. It's not even mere. Juju has after effects. Severe one. Severe one. So what I'm saying is this. There are some fights you don't involve yourself in. You make sure you avoid it. Avoid it. And watch those fighters, those people that tell you they are strong men. Watch how they end up. Watch how they follow, how they end up. So anything that has to do with juju, don't involve yourself in it. Somebody said he wants to unfollow me. Unfollow me now. Did you hear me? You don't need to write, you want to unfollow now. You said you want to unfollow. Do it right away. Do it right away. You want to unfollow me? Unfollow me. Do you think, did I beg you to follow me in the first place? Did I beg you to follow me? You don't need to comment. You don't need to write it. You don't need to write it. If you want to go juju, go do juju. What did I say now that made you say you want to unfollow me? Because I said, don't go to native doctors and do juju and prepare sham. You say you want to unfollow me. Go and do juju. Go to native doctor. Do you know the process of some juju they prepare? Yes, I am a preacher. I am online to guide people. I'm online to lead people the right path. That's what I do online. A lot of youths are misled. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to encourage evil. Don't you know, one man said, the guy said he was a cultist. He said they had to prepare juju with ash of a human being. The body of a human being that was burnt to ashes. That was what they used to prepare protection for him. They honored somebody's human body parts. They used to prepare this thing for him. And the guy said his life wasn't the same after. See, let me tell you. They say there is a way that seemeth right unto a man. You see, you think it's only in the church or in the mosque you hear the gospel. This is where you can also hear the gospel. I'm not a religious person. You understand me? See, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end is destruction. Yes. There is a way that you think is the right path. But at the end is destruction. If you go about making problems, problem will consume the person. He who lives by God will die by God. Whatever a man soweth, that he shall reap. If you go about murdering people, one day somebody will murder you. If you go about macheting people, one day somebody will machete you. This is life. And if nobody tells you, if nobody is telling you that, I am telling you that now. Know thyself. You see, it's not everybody you fight, like I said earlier. And one thing you should know is, there is nothing you do on this earth that you will not get the reward. This is why sometimes I tell people, when you see some people in suffering, when you see some people going through problems, challenges in life, step aside. It could be that person is receiving the punishment of his deeds in the past. You don't know what people did in the dark. You don't know the kind of life they lived. Sometimes when you see people going through hard times, just step aside. Don't involve yourself. Don't say, let me help my friend. If you go to help that person, nature will fight you. Because that person has to be penalized, punished for the sins. Some people you see in this life are ignorant. They know nothing about spirituality. You think every action you carry out in this life whether good or bad, has results or consequences. What follows after? That is 100%. Anything you do in this life, if you feel that you are so powerful, you can oppress somebody, you are strong, go do it. You can see someone who is vulnerable. He has nobody. You feel you are a strong man, or you can intimidate him, oppress him, because you are Odogu. Go do it. If you unalive the person, you will get it. My name is RODDY. This is 1,000,000%. If not now, later. Sometime along the line, sometime in future, you will definitely get it. And when it starts, you'll be running up and down, thinking somebody is behind. That is when karma found your address. And it could be when life. It could be when you want to start enjoying life. That's when your children will be having problems. Some may even, you see unfortunate situations will be coming every day to you. People you see, so many elders, some people that run away from problem have reasons why they, oh boy, carry your problem, they go. Some people that run away from problem know why they run away from problem. You know nothing about spiritual courts. So many people, that's why I tell you, forget about this Christianity and Islam. So many people know nothing about spirituality. In the spiritual realm, there is spiritual courts. Whatever action you take here on earth, whether you offend somebody, you did somebody good, will be judged spiritually. That is why they say the spiritual controls the physical. When they open your book in the spiritual realm, you that is looking for problem, that's why they keep telling you, make sure your hands are clean. Say, make sure. If your hands are not clean, that's why they tell you, make sure your hands are clean. When they open, some call it book of life. You don't know that everything, this is, what do you think the Europeans are making, where they copy this record keeping? If you come, they have record of your criminal record and everything, they have record. That's how it is in the spiritual realm. Your actions here on earth is recorded. That's, some call it the book of life. Everything you do. Sometimes they will report your case in the spiritual realm, and your case will be judged. And when your case is judged, when they pass a verdict on you, for the evil you've done, it will start to manifest physically. It will start to manifest. That's why they tell you the spiritual controls the physical. Yes. Why sometimes your punishment, somebody's punishment is delayed, is because they are still judging the person's case. A year may go, 2 years, they are still on your case, judging. When they pass verdict, it will begin to manifest. Say, this person, look at what he did. He, snitched on this fellow. This person robbed this person. You raped this woman. You kidnapped this person. You murdered this person. They will they open your book and see all your, this is what some people tell you, say, you judge, that's the judgments. And then, immediately as they open that book, when they pass judgments on you, here on earth, in the physical, you begin to collect, you start collecting. Some people that grew up with elders, you see, if you see some elders, they will tell you, no, move away from problem. Don't offend. No, I didn't do it. Please. And even if you mistakenly offend somebody, go plead. Don't have ego. Don't say, hey, nah. Go see, nah, man. You see some big men, people who know about spirituality. When they offend you, they beg you. I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry, forgive me. They want to free themselves from certain things. When you offend somebody and you don't go plead for forgiveness, if that person take action on you, no matter who you are, no matter the protection, you will collect. If not now, later. As far as you are the person that offended. Even in relationships. Even in relationships. Make sure that you did not offend somebody. Sometimes the person don't need to go anywhere. It is just like in this relationship, marriage, Beziehung, that is relationship. You see a woman, you take everything from the woman, you take everything, collect her money, collect everything. After you dump her, you feel like I've used her. You need to move on to the next. To be honest, if I tell you my experience, you will never try it. If I tell you this thing you think is joke, you say you're a playboy. If you know the consequences of that thing, if you know the consequences of certain actions, you will not try it. The thing is, some people, when they are going through problems, when they begin to receive the punishment of their actions, some, because they are not smart, they will not know that they are suffering as a result of somebody they offended years back. They don't know. Some may not know. They'll be wondering, man, you don't know that there was somebody you offended along the line. A man or a woman. This is why you see me, I go on my way. Yes, now I go my way. Before I fight you, I'll make sure that you are the person that looked for trouble. So that if I'm fighting you, even if we go spiritual, na me the win. If we go physical, na me the win. If you come and you look for my trouble, I know that even the universe is on my side. You looked for my trouble. And if I decide to fight you, I'm fighting you. And it's going to be a brutal fight because I know I'm winning. Don't go fight somebody that is on his own. I have seen some people who call themselves content creators. Guys, as you watch me, you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. I've seen some people who call themselves content creators. And they go online and start calling people's names, politicians, calling some individuals. You call somebody's husband, you call the name, you call the wife, you'll be spoiling somebody's image on social media. You don't know what you are doing to you. You are looking for trouble. You are looking for trouble. When you have no business with the person did not offend you. This is the person's life. If you have no content, pray for inspiration. Pray if you don't know what to do. No, don't take because of social media money and be fighting people. See, to be honest, some people will not come to warn you. Some people, as far as they are on their own, they did not offend you. You say you are a politician, you want to gather followers, you want to entertain people, you go online and begin to spoil people's name. Some people will fight you spiritually. Some will fight you spiritually, to be honest. And when they fight you spiritually, you will not escape it because you looked for trouble. You looked for trouble. So when I see all these people that go online and be abusing people and calling people, say, yeah, and they will be sharing you up, a day of reckoning will come. A day of reckoning will come. Don't go online. Maybe you start spoiling somebody that did you no wrong. So guys, well, let's go to the topic this morning. My name is RODDY. I've delivered my message. Let's go to the next topic. And if you're watching me for the first time, follow me on this page and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle Roddy. Here we go. This morning we want to discuss about divorce and absentee fathers. Divorce and absentee fathers. Well, somebody said I should talk about this, but that day, sometimes when I go live, what I say comes automatic. It comes automatically to me. Sometimes I may have a program, I have a topic, but when I come live, I don't know. I start speaking something, another topic, like just what's happened now. You understand me? My name is Uncle Roddy on TikTok and Uncle Roddy on YouTube. This page now, Uncle Roddy on YouTube. Ward, I see you. Good morning to you. See, before I go to this issue of divorce, a lot of people, let me say it now, a lot of people don't know what they are doing themselves, to be honest. I saw a lady, let me tell you guys this gist now. You see, some people don't know. Sometimes I say, these guys that are doing this thing, do they actually want to live long? Some people are using their hand to bring curses on themselves. I'm telling you, some people, if you don't know it, know it now. Especially when all what you do is to steal. You say you are a scammer. Dupe people. You say you are a fraudster. Let me give you the story of this lady now that I watched this morning. I'll go down and tell you this story. Some people don't know what they are doing themselves. If you want to live long, there are certain things you need to avoid in life. Yes, we are masters of our destiny. There are things, maybe because elders don't even sit their children down to educate them about life. If you want things to go well with you in life, there are things you don't involve yourself. Now, one lady told the story of how she was duped over 6 million Nigerian money, which would be about maybe 4,000 euros now. And so many other house properties that the guy took from her. Listen to this gist. The lady said that she lives in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. I saw the video this morning. She said one day she was going somewhere. It happened, she boarded the same car with one man, a young man. So when they disembarked, when they exited that car, the guy now approached her, called her, said he was looking for address of a company or something like that. Asked the lady if she knew the entrance to the building. The lady then directed him the entrance to the building. Now, they had a brief discussion and they exchanged telephone numbers. She said after a while, this guy called the lady. As the conversation, continued, the guy now told her he was processing his visa to Canada. And he wanted to go to Canada. And he was processing the visa. Canada. And the guy said he is a single guy, but he want to get a woman with him. He kind of manipulated this woman. African women, a lot of them, when they hear Canada and the promise of marriage, you see them, and if the man looks good, if the man looks handsome, you see them jump into the relationship. So this guy now began to wind the woman, began to manipulate the woman. The guy said Well, he wanted to marry the lady. That he wanted to go see the lady's parents. They went to see the parents. He went to see the family members, not knowing that the guy, let me keep telling you this gist. Eventually, so this guy presented documents that he was using to go to the Canadian embassy to go apply for visa. Now told the girl, said, listen. Told the girl, listen. She knows I see you. Told the girl, listen. Told the girl, listen, bring that he would like to go travel with her. But he was having 4 million. And that 4 million Nigerian money wasn't enough. That if the girl had any money, the girl, Canada, and the man promised her marriage, jumped to it. So to cut the story short, the guy ended by taking over 6 million Nigerian money from the lady, stole her properties. Like, he asked her to go sell even the television, the plasma television, the iPhone, to go drop it to somebody. One of his friends, this lady went and carried the plasma to go sell. Her iPhone, her plasma TV. So the lady carried the plasma TV and the iPhone, go drop to the address, to the friend. He told her that the friend was going to sell it. When the lady dropped the plasma TV and the iPhone, this guy went behind, collected it from the friend. Later, the friend revealed this to her. Okay, the guy took everything from the lady. By the time the lady realized what was going on, close to 7 million Nigerian money was gone. Now, when the girl discovered that it was a scam, the guy said, "No, what can he say?" He doesn't have. He stopped answering the telephone, picking the telephone. Whenever the lady called him, he would say he does not have any money to give her. He does not have any money to give her. Frustrated the lady. Marriage scam. So this lady now went to an organization for help. So the organization was the person who broadcasted it and then showed the guy's picture. That was how the thing came out. Now, so many women have fallen victim to such scammers. In the hands, they are falling victim of these scammers. Now, let me tell you. I saw the young man. The thing is, I see you. I saw the young man. The thing is, these guys that are doing these things don't know what they are doing to themselves. Yes. These guys that are into scam, that are doing, let me tell you, if you know what you are doing to yourself, you stop it. It has severe consequences. I'm telling you. When the consequences of that action, that your evil deeds, will come, that will start, there'll be no place to run to. And the thing is, in most cases, these people die untimely deaths. In most cases, these people, they don't live long. If you want to live long, there are things you don't do. Keep your hand. Manage your life. See, wisdom is, if you know the right thing, legal things people are doing to make money, go do it. Ego, or what they call it, ego, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, is what made a lot of people lazy. Man, imagine me turn to a keke driver, a taxi driver. What can I do? People make money, people make big money online. People make money online. You tell some people, man, there are so many content creators. Why don't you went to school? Your parents paid your school fees. You spent years in school. What did you learn? Now, go showcase your knowledge, your wisdom. to the world. Show us wetin you carry. You tell some people, go into content creation. They tell you it is not for everybody. But when you make money from content creation, they will want to come and beg you. You tell some people, go drive taxi. There was a person I said, oh boy, I'm a taxi driver in abroad. I make money through taxi driving. You are a young boy. Look at my age. Why don't you go and drive taxi? They will tell you it is not for everybody. Taxi driving is not for everybody. But if I make money, you beg me for the money, you want me to give you money, but it's not for everybody. So it's for me to go drive taxi and you shop, you sit on the shop. Drive Okada or commercial motorcycle, it is not for everybody. So all these jobs, go to the market and hustle, because you have ego. You consider yourself so important that you cannot descend so low. You are hungry, you have no money, but you don't want to bend down. You have no money, you are broke, and you are feeling big, you are hungry. All what you do, instead of going to bending down, go to the market and look for how to survive, how to start life from the beginning. All what you think, because you feel you are big, you are just stealing from people. You are hungry, all what you think, because you feel a fine boy, a big man. Okay, and you have no money. How long are you going to continue to beg? How long are you going to continue to steal from people? One day you'll be caught. You'll meet your doom. When you go to market, you see your mates that are humble. You see your mates that are humble but making legit money. Yes. Do you know how much people make even on YouTube? Telling stories. Do you know somebody said, talk serious talk. Listen to me. I did not force you to watch this. This message is for some people. You talking about talks. These are the people. You want a better Africa. You want a better Africa. You want a better Africa. But you are practicing criminality. You see people that are protesting for bad governance. You are protesting against corruption, but you are stealing from people in the name of Yahoo Yahoo. In the name of scam. And you are fighting government. You say your government is corrupt. But you are more corrupt than the government. You see the talk now. You see the talk. You are fighting and you want a better nation. Even when your sisters, your black sisters, white people, anyone that come your way, you dupe them. Any man that cross your path, you steal from the person. And you want a better nation. That's why you see Africa is the way it is today. Anything that people don't ask questions, people know nothing about morality and discipline anymore. Men don't have honor anymore. Honor your life. Men, there are things I'm not supposed to do in life. It's a thing of shame. Look at this guy that duped this woman now, over 6 million. He has no shame. There are things you are supposed to even feel ashamed of yourself, that you are stealing from people. You are ruining lives. And you expect your country to be okay. You understand me? You expect your country. Don't you know that there are things you do and it will bring curse upon the land? When you shed blood, when you shed innocent blood because you want to eat, you are bringing curse even upon your life. You think that you can just do anything scot-free. You say you are nothing they happen. Something will happen. Something they happen. And what I said it before this time. I said the worst. See, for anybody that is here, if you just joined me here, I say it the way it is. I cannot, encourage evil because I have children. I cannot say because I want followers and then I encourage evil. This platform is not like every other platform. We are making an come. Don't talk because people will unfollow you. Unfollow if you want to unfollow. If you want to unfollow. This is why you see Africans are running away from their countries today. Nobody have conscience, and there is no conscience anymore. Make money by whatever means. And everybody is scared of everybody. The societies, our communities are no longer livable because nobody speaks. You encourage evil. Parents don't ask their children questions anymore. Make money however you want to make it. Bring it. Blood money. Many people you see have blood in their hand. I'm not part of it. Do you understand me? You don't see parents that are supposed to guide their children. See, why do you think when I came here, I did not run the streets? Because of what my mama told me. Yes, what my mama told me. If you as a father, if you tell your child, listen, don't follow this path, don't go this route. Don't go this route. Don't steal. Do you know what you're doing? Do you think unaliving somebody is only when you shoot at the person? Or when you take knife and cut the person into pieces? Most of the people you scammed, most of them, you ruined their lives. Most of the people you scammed, you ruined their lives. You destroyed the lives, even not only the parents, even sometimes the children. See, some people after you stole from them couldn't even continue to fight anymore. They become totally, some took their lives. Yes, some took their lives. Many their children stopped schooling. Many became homeless. Many collected money from banks. Till today, they spend their entire life paying bank. That means you've rendered them poor for life. Some, you came with business. See, you offered them business. You came with business, whatever. Some went and borrowed money from bank. And you collected it from them. And all their life, they need to work as slaves to pay these banks. Each day, they cry, they sigh. Their children cry for hunger. They remember you stole from them. That cry, that sigh will definitely affect you, affect your generation. If nobody told you this, hear it from me. The time you see some people stay and begin to cry for what you did, as they are crying, as they are calling on God, that is how it will keep it will keep touching you. 100%. See, I don't even know who I'm talking to. I don't know who is watching. But then, if you want to live your life very well, there are things you don't involve yourself into. Again, do not go fight people who are not fighting you, or inherit another person's enemy in the name of, this is my blood, this is my belong, this is my deed. Don't inherit another person's enemy. Some people will fight you spiritually. They will not fight you physically. You go look for trouble, they follow you up spiritually, and you will not escape it. You looked for trouble. Let me tell you a gist now. before we go to the next phase, I have one guy. I know one guy. This guy, the guy is hard. The guy is into, he's doing his thing. So one time the guy picked money. This guy picked money. He picked like thousands of euros, over 100,000 dollars. He picked over $100,000. Then I got the news. I said, okay, dude, man, oh boy, you picked the news. This is somebody I relate to. But this is not something I can do because I consider the feelings of that person. How can I ruin another person's life? Take somebody's entire, what somebody labored for. Some sold their houses and gave you. Some sold their houses and gave you the money. And that's the money you are using to carry women, lodge in hotel, build house, make b-boy. Now let me tell you the gist. So now, one dude who was into this kind of business, online business, one time scammed a man over 100,000 euros. See, for the person that if you want to unfollow me now, unfollow me. If you want to stay, you stay. You understand me? I'm saying it the way it is. Now this guy collected this money, was enjoying his life. The guy told me that he never saw the person he collected. Listen to the gist. He said he has never seen. Throughout the transaction, he never saw. He did not see the person he collected this money from. Listen. He did not see the person that he collected money from. The person he collected this money from. Listen to the gist. But he says since he collected that money and started spending it, he has no peace. He doesn't sleep. That they have been disturbing him spiritually. He said he does not know how to get out of it. To be honest, he called me many times crying. He said he does not want to touch other people's money. He said he's looking for a way. He said he doesn't sleep at night. The people are disturbing him. I swear. That was even what made me scared. He said this life is too. The guy began to pray. He began to run up and down. He said he doesn't sleep. He doesn't know. He said people he has never met before. He said the guy has been running up and down. See, people get punishments of their sins in different forms. Sometimes it comes through your wife or your husband. Your own punishment may be a bad wife, the woman that will torment you, or the man that will torment you, or your children. Every day you'll be wondering, which kind of woman did you marry? You don't know that this woman is as a result of your evil deeds, or this man. The man will treat you, that is, you'll be crying. And in that situation, you will not have anywhere to escape. Sometimes it will come through your children. There are people, you travel abroad, you made that money, you travel abroad, you spend 30 years, you will not get documents. Or you will be running into one problem or the other. That is the way it will. Mr. A will get his own punishment. Is not the same way Mr. B will get his own punishment. Some you will not have children. Some even you will struggle. Even when you start having, you will be like Abraham that got a child at the age of 100 years. When others are having grandchildren, that is when your life will begin. You suffer till you die. The punishment comes in different forms. The punishment comes in different forms. That is why you see this, our elders, ancestors, they say, keep your hands clean. You don't want to hear it because you believe you are a strong man. You don't want to hear it. There is no, this is, You will let her know. I said some days ago, I said, listen, I said, it is better you suffer when you are younger. In your 20s, it's better you suffer when you are younger. And that is your prime time to hustle, better hustling, legit hustle. So that when you are getting older, you start enjoying life. But you want to start enjoying that in your 20s, you are in a hurry. You want to own a duplex. Don't you know that life is a gradual process? You do not want to go through life, through the challenges of life. Some even go do juju. I was talking about the implications of doing juju. Somebody say you will follow me. Do you know the implications of juju? You don't know. Voodoo, juju, especially when you use juju to influence anything, say money, marry woman, anything that is unnatural. Anything you use, if you force the hand of nature, it has consequences. Don't allow nobody deceive you. When I see all these children that are saying no kids, saying they are used, anything you do unnatural, if you force the hand of nature, you see, if nobody tell you that, hear it from me. To be honest, you go collect. Because that thing that came your way is not natural. You forced it. You forced it. All these people you see that are saying that, sometimes I look at young boys that are going to native doctors. Say, prepare sham for me so that clients will pay. Because of your online business, say, go to make the... You don't know what you're doing. Do you want to live life? Do you want to live long? Do you want to see your children? Don't you know that these things they all have consequences? You don't know. Maybe nobody is advising you. When you walk naturally, when things come to you naturally, you enjoy it and it stays. And these things will be a blessing unto you. When things come, when you hustle naturally, there is what is called natural favor, grace. Everybody has it. There is nobody who don't have grace. But the thing is, you know, we have the other time I spoke about times and seasons. Everybody, my time may not be your time. But the thing is, a lot of people you want to impress a woman, your girl, you want to impress people, you want to belong. So you are in a hurry. You do not want to wait for your time. You want to drive Benz at all costs in your 20s. You want to build multiple duplexes in your 30s. Some people, see this life, some people living in their 50s have not built any house. They are still alive. Because even there are things, when you do it, it will, juju affects children. You see voodoo, to be honest, go ask people, ask elders, juju affects you. Whether you are a man or a woman, you need to remove your hand from juju. Juju affects children, generations to come. If you don't know it, know it. So all these things people are saying, boutique, go and do this. By all means, don't follow them. Even when by the time you realize the value of life, that is when death or misfortune will come knocking. That's when misfortune will come knocking at your door. Let me tell you. If I tell you there are some juju you will do, you run mad. Some juju will overpower you. Some juju you will do, the juju will you will become mad. Some will overpower you. Some will affect your children. Some will go say you want to do juju to they do business so that you'll be selling. Or you want to go use juju and do social media. Go do. Go and prepare sham. Go prepare sham. You are in a hurry. You are in a hurry. You don't want to wait for your time. You want to be like others overnight. If you see me at home, I'm not a pastor. Here, I say it the way it is. I'm not a pastor, I'm not imam. I'm a non-religious person. But I say it, this is just what came to my mind. It's not even, this is just what came to my mind. It's not even, sometimes I come here and another message enters my head. I come here and another message. So anybody, you hear it, you collect. If you fail, how do you think you just keep stealing from other people? All your life, your job is to be destroying people's lives. And you expect your own, you will later marry wife or husband, born children, and you want yours to stay. All your thing is to destroy human lives. That is, you are just thieving, ruining people's lives. At the end, you feel that you will marry wife and then born children, and you are praying for your child, everything to go well with your wife and your children, while you've destroyed many lives. It isn't that so? So you think it is like that? See, some people entered. See, let me tell you something you don't know. There are people that traveled abroad, worked naturally. It took them like 10 years to balance. Some 5 years, some 15 years, they kept praying, working hard, waiting on the Lord to answer, to pick their call. Natural things takes time. Anything natural takes time. Anything natural takes time. See, the mistake people make in life is you being in a hurry. Wait for your time. Your time must surely come. I'm the person telling you. Your time must surely come. But the problem is, many people don't want, you want to impress, you are in a hurry. You want to drive Benz this Christmas. You want to show that babe, say you are a big boy. You want to, everything you want to show. Man, this is where people make mistake. You are in competition with people. You want to show off. Some people after 25 years, 30 years, that's when they started enjoying Europe. That's when they started enjoying Europe. First, they fought for documents, worked, married women, raised children. You want to be like somebody else. You don't know the dues the person has paid. You understand me? You don't know that. You may see me now. You don't know that the dues I've paid. You don't know how many years I babysat children. You don't know what I went through to be where I am today. Today, you say that man is just sitting at home and enjoying life. You don't know the dues I've paid. And sometimes you don't calculate how many years that person, somebody has been in abroad for over 30 years. You came today, you want to be like that person. You are 1 year, you see human mind. You are 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you want to be like somebody that has been in abroad for 35 years. You see it. You don't want to go through the process. You went to the city. You went to Owerri. You see somebody that has been doing business for 50 years. You want to be like the person overnight. Somebody, he mastered that trade, that business, maybe 30, 40 years long. You went to Owerri, you went to Onitsha to go do business. You see somebody that has been in that line for 30 years. He's building 4-story building. You want to be like him overnight. You start to, you don't know what the person has gone through. You don't want to go through the process. There was a time he was broke. Maybe he went to China and got contacts. That was his breakthrough. They began to supply him goods on credit. You only see results. You don't see the process. You are seeing the results. Now see this house, see this car. But you are not seeing the process the person went through. And this is the mistake people make. It's just like somebody came out and showed you Austrian passports or American passports. You are seeing passports in that, but you don't know what the person went through to get that European passport or that Austrian passport or that American passport. That person went through a process. You want to be like that person. You want to get American passports without going through the process. That is life for you. And some people don't want to hear. Now, men, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Well, I don't know who is listening. It is your life. What is one living a fulfilled life? What do you understand by that? When they said a man led a fulfilled life. When I was younger, people don't die anyhow, to be honest. Sometimes 2, 3, 4 years, you don't hear about deaths in my village back then. You don't hear that somebody dies, that somebody died. I'm telling you, look at today. When a young man or a young woman died when I was growing up, it is a bad omen, a taboo for a young man to die growing up. It was unheard for. It was unheard. The people don't, you hardly see a young man die or young woman die. Very hard. I'm telling you the truth. Look at our societies today. People die, that's young men, 20-something, 30-something. They die every day on a day. So death is no longer anything. Young men, young women, they die. See, you see young girls, a young girl, let me tell you, so that you hear me now. You are a young girl, and you know your boyfriend is into online business, into scam. He's buying you iPhone, buying you clothes. You are cooking food, eating okoko leg. You are eating chicken. You know the source of the money. You will partake. You know the source. What you've got to do is to run from that guy. If you don't run from that guy, you will partake in that punishment. I'm not telling you a lie. Maybe nobody taught you. You don't know how spirituality works. See, if you don't run from that guy that is doing that thing, you are shopping that money with him, at the end of the day, you will partake in that. That's why you see sometimes, you see some ladies, you see they will be thinking, they'll be looking for. I know a lady whose boyfriend back then was armed robber. She knew. She gave me the gist. And what happened after? There are some things you've got to run away from. Stylishly, you take style and run away from that person for your own good. So that if you doubt me, let me give you an instance. I'm going to give you now a real example of how things work in this life. Let me give you instance now. So guys, as you watch me, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. Lovers of good thing. And if you want to follow this page, you follow. If you don't want to follow, you leave it. If you don't want to hear, about life, if you don't want to know that this life is deeper than you think, okay, leave it. If I begin to tell you my own experience about life, fear go catch you. There are things I wouldn't even say online. If I tell you some certain things I have experienced, you know say power there. Don't take things for granted or do anyhow. See, let me give you a typical example now so that there was one guy, I don't need to call the tribe, I don't need to call anything, but I just want to use it as it happened for real. I saw it, I watched the video, I followed it up. I don't need to call the town. One guy has a brother. This is what I'm talking about. Greed. You want to own houses, you want to drive car. Listen, one guy has a brother. That's why sometimes I tell you, be careful. He has the same mother, the same father. The brother came close, they gathered. The junior brother, took because of a plot of land, poisoned the senior brother. He came, everybody, they were just having people. A healthy man, very healthy, just came home. The junior brother, not knowing that the junior brother, the same mother, the same father, planned and poisoned his food. The guy ate, he did not suspect that the brother. This is why I tell you always, trust nobody. This is some people that watched the video, but because I don't need to call the country, I don't need to call the tribe, I don't need to call where it's happened. If I mention it, some of you may have seen that video. The brother, the junior one, poisoned the senior one, the elder brother, and the guy died. So the kindred men, the Umunna, they said, no, this death was not natural. This guy was healthy, he came back home. That something happened, somebody poisoned him. So they called all the youths. They said, everybody in that kindred, everybody need to go and swear. Deity, juju. I don't need to call the place they took the person to. So they called all the young men, the whole people he had, everybody in the village. Many people went, and they went to the juju, and the juju did not catch them. The deity did not catch them. When it was the junior brother, the same mother, the same father, the deity caught the brother. That was when he confessed. They began to question him. He poisoned the elder brother in order to own the land. This is why I always say, be careful. A man's enemies are members of his household. Some, before that junior brother poisoned him, do you know the thoughts? It wasn't just what he thought about that day. That's why I keep telling you guys, before I go further, some of you, your brothers, your sisters may be laughing with you. Hey, my brother, but you don't know their mind. This is why, if you go through the Bible, sometimes I take reference from the Bible. Why did God destroy the first world? That is Noah's world, that time. The Ark Noah and his family. He did not destroy it. He said, if you go through the Bible, God destroyed that first world because of man's thoughts. The evil thoughts of man. He began to regret. He regretted creating man. He said, it repented God for creating man, for all his thoughts and meditations are continually evil. His thoughts, he regretted, he said, his thoughts and meditations are continually evil. What goes on in his mind? Before that junior brother poisoned, he has thought about it he has dreamed about owning a house. Let me continue with this story. Now, they caught the guy. He confessed why he poisoned. This is a true life story. Why he poisoned the same. You see what I tell you? You want to build houses, drive cars in your 20s. That guy should be in his early 30s. He wants to earn everything alone. Now listen. In this case, they took him to a deity. They caught him. There are so many people who did like him, but nobody caught them. Listen to the gist. Some people did evil, and nobody caught them. And they are walking freely today. Listen to the gist. Now, let's take this guy that poisoned his brother as a case study. This guy now poisoned his brother. Listen. Imagine in a situation where this guy, escaped. People did not suspect him. Maybe they said, some people may say, the guy died, maybe he had something or whatever. People did not follow it up. He succeeded. They will say the brother died, and then he owns all the land. Now, if this guy now owns all the land, eventually he will buy a car, maybe sell some part of the land and purchase and build a house. Listen to this gist. He will now buy a very good car, now build a house. Women will be attracted to him. This is now the topic. Listen to this. Immediately the guy starts driving car, Dingwere. Immediately the guy starts driving car and build a house. Women will be attracted. They said he's doing fine. Not knowing that the guy is enjoying blood money. You see it, but people don't know. Listen. Now, if any woman that go close to that guy that poisoned the brother, that woman will partake in the punishment. Listen, the woman was not there when he poisoned the brother. The woman did not poison the brother, but because the woman married him, the woman will be part of the problem. This is how spirituality works. You don't know. When the punishment begins to fall on that guy, it is falling on the household. That guy, when the punishment, when karma begins to visit that guy, karma will visit the household of that guy. Anything that belongs to that guy will partake in that punishment. This is why they tell you husband and wife are one, physically and spiritually. This is why I tell you, be careful of who you marry. Joel said, ask. You don't know. That's why I keep saying here, I said the day you chose your wife or your husband was the day you chose your destiny. Yes. That woman that the guy married will partake in the punishment, even though she did not commit anything. As far as she is in union with that guy, she's part of it. Even the children, because the children are part of his, the children came from his body. You don't know how generational causes takes place. This is how, that's why sometimes that guy poisoned the brother. If he had succeeded and nobody knew, this is how generational cause begins and nobody will know how it began. That guy and the children will be suffering from generation to generation. People will not know. The children will be wondering, what is going on? You don't know that their grandfather poisoned the brother. You see it. That's why I tell you, be careful who you associate with. Some people you see have cause over their life. Some people you see have causes over their life. Causes are hovering over, and like I told you, causes are transferable. It is contagious. It is transferable. No be joke. That is why, if you know, that's why one needs to be very, very careful. Joel said, ask very well. Before you go into relationship, marriage, before you go into relationship, ask very well. And if you see any red flag, take off. Bla Leon said this topic is pure and he has witnessed it. He said it on YouTube. He said he has witnessed it. Some people don't want to hear. Some people, especially. Some people you see that are walking up and down, blood is pushing them. Some people you see that I'm good. That's why I tell you, some people, blood, it is blood that is pushing them. Many people, blood is what is pushing them. Blood has a voice. I've said it many times. They are tormented by the blood of somebody they unalived. Blood is pushing them up and down. This is why I tell you, be careful. Be careful. Anything that will involve you taking human life, no matter how they want to put it to you, anything that will involve you taking human life, take off, run. Run. You see, that guy that duped one lady over 6 million now, if that lady did not go report him, maybe the guy may use Oboju and escape. I'm nobody. Maybe he may intimidate the girl. I would do you this. And a woman will see and say, fine boy, go marry him. You don't know what the damage he has done to other people. You go marry. You go involve yourself into, somebody who is already cursed. He is cursed by his actions. His actions has brought curse over his life. You go say you say you are looking for husband, you put head. You put head. Tomorrow you'll be wondering what is wrong with your children are not having progress. You don't know that that guy hurts a lot of people. He did not tell you. Somebody is shopping money. You don't ask him, where are you getting money from? How are you paying your rent? You don't ask questions anymore. Now, where are you getting money from? So, online business now, the person don't get shop now. The truth is bitter and it has to be said. So that others don't fall inside that trouble, or so that other people will not be misled. Other people will not be misled. Somebody said, J-Press, I think that's somebody said you cannot tell somebody where you get money from. Now listen, you see somebody, he has no job, he has no shop, he has no skill. There is nothing he does to, there is nothing somebody, that's, as a father, if my children start, my son coming home now with a car of over 60,000 euros, 60,000 euros. Now, I, as a father, I'm going to ask my son, boy, where did you get this money? What did you do to get this money? Tell me. I will begin to monitor him. Yes. And if he's not making legit money, I know how to deal with him. I will tell him that I'm the father. Yes. There are, you've got to ask, I've got to ask my son how far, or my daughter how far. I'm not telling you should tell the world how you are getting money. But there are some, maybe when I come in the evening, there are so many other gists we are going to gist. Do you understand me? Maybe there are so many other gists. Well, people win lotto. People win gambling. You should know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is intentionally. When one intentionally destroys another one because the person wants to live or make money, that's what I'm talking about. So guys, if you are seeing me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow this page. Well, I said my mind. Well, my message is for everybody. I don't know who may come across this message. And this video is permanently on my YouTube channel. You can rewatch it on my YouTube channel. There are so many lessons to learn on this program. There are so many lessons to learn on this program. So, live right. Keep your hands clean. Don't go offend people anyhow, because you feel you can intimidate them. Don't. It has consequences. Don't. Even that person, you consider a poor man, a poor woman. You consider a poor, you feel you can beat the person, you can think. Some people, do you remember, did you guys remember George Floyd? George Floyd, a guy that was strangled by the police officers in US some years ago. George Floyd. There are people you don't just touch. If you touch them, the world will shake. They are in every race. There are people you don't touch. When you touch them, you collect. There are people that's all heads are not equal. There are people, if you offend them, they don't need to go to, if you offend them, this is what they came into this life with. If you offend them, you collect. That's why you see some people, they say their ritual is their this. They go to do something to somebody. A thief, you see somebody that has been thieving all his life, go to one particular house, that day will be his doom. There are people, if you go close to them, that will be your end. This is their nature. This is what they came into this life with. You are disappointing men or disappointing women. There are people, when you disappoint them, you collect, to be honest. This one is not juju. There are some people, if you call a woman, you frustrate, and that would be, after that, you will never try it again in life. Well, they say, if possible, be at peace with all men. And don't allow anybody to mislead you. Don't allow, there are some people who say, leave that man, look at what he's talking, major. Because these people they want to continue with this kind of life. That's why by the time you go ready for them, so guys, I just want to bring this broadcast to an end. If you are seeing me for the first time and you like what we do here, you can follow this page. But if you don't like what we do here, don't follow. You go to where they encourage what you are doing. And if you're watching me on YouTube and you feel you can subscribe to my page, today this is the message. Subscribe. And if you feel what I said you don't like it, don't subscribe. Continue with your life. Continue with your life. But then, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end is destruction. I don't talk my own finish. Anybody who gets here, make it here. Fellas, say what happens to George. Don't you know what happens to... Well, guys, I want to say thank you for being part of this broadcast. Well, that's what this page is for. I don't know what we are going to, the program we are going to have later in the day. You know how we do it. We may talk, we are going to talk about divorce. I did not talk about it. Romance, relationship. It's going to be fun today. Yes, we are going to talk about divorce because, yes, I did not even, because, you know, sometimes you come online and another message, I don't even know what led me to deliver this message, to run this program this morning, to be honest. I don't even know what led me. This is not even what I came out to speak. I don't know who needed to hear this message. This wasn't even what I planned to come out to speak. Well, Ophelia, well, you can rewatch this broadcast on my YouTube channel. Guys, thank you for being part of this broadcast. I want to take a break. I'm going to go live later on in the evening. So we are going to talk about relationship and the rest of them later in the evening, hopefully. Yes. Canary King. You know, as I was broadcasting, I didn't even look at the people that are in the building. Good to have you all here. Good to have you all here. Okay, guys, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Nadia. I appreciate every one of you that joined me. Yes, so good to have every one of you here. Well, I appreciate the people that followed, people that liked and shared. You guys are great. You are all great guys. Shinon, so I see you. So thank you, guys. We are going to go live later. So see you later.